Okay, welcome back to the Hunter Call the Wild. I'm the gray-haired gamer, your host, and we're back grinding for our second great one, hopefully a live one this time. I'm back here in Cuatro Colinas. Now, tonight we're going to do something. We are suspecting that there has been a few more changes than what was let on, and we're going to go test this theory out right now. This is going to take a little bit of time. To confirm or deny what we were thinking. And I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but we're going to go here and we're going to shoot a bunch of red deer and see how they respawn. Now, before the update and the patch, it was taking quite a long time to get the bucks to respawn, and we've noticed a couple things, and we want to confirm them, but we got to go in here and wipe out some red deer first. So we're going to go in here and get our time reset. Back to 6 o'clock, okay. And just out of curiosity, oh, it's Spirit. I was going to say, I wonder how much money Sprite paid to have their soda in the game, but it is not. It is Spirit. Alright, the place where we want to go is right up here. Now, we are going to hunt that whole northern part of this lake, just so we don't get racked with all the higher costs when we reset. But this is mainly the zone we want to look at. It's right down here. Which way is the wind coming in from? Okay, so we need to be down on the shore. Did have some little bit of luck earlier today. We took down in the zone. We wanted to go check out where we found our dead great one down here. And we took back-to-back mythicals out of this area right here. This is a very nice little area. You can start right at this outpost, roll right up along the shore, hit multiple drink zones, and then as the time runs out for the drink zones, the red deer go right into a rest zone, one I'm being right on this road, and then they go into a feed zone up in these fields. So you can follow the same group for quite a long time and get all the bucks out of them. Another beautiful sunny morning here in Cuatro. I love watching the sun come up. Alright, now as we get down the shore, we should see some deer in here. We did see them the last time we were hunting this lake, but we were hunting the southern side. And there we go. There we go. And there's a nice big one in there. Yeah, there's a 7. And what is this? A 6. Alright, so we're going to shoot both these fuckers. Well, we're going to attempt to shoot both these guys. There he is. And yeah, one's down already. The second one was kind of a bad shot. It was up along the spine, but still he should bleed out. in probably just a moment. Now, we have had a lot of luck with a little bit of a different technique here than what we used in the other spots. Instead, we do let them come back into the zone if they can. But the male red deer we're seeing big, huge cowards. And they let all the doe come in first. And they stay in the back. So we've developed another technique where we will literally chase them from zone to zone to zone and follow them. And as they come into a new area, we'll pop them again. And still just the one down for right now. Yeah, it was probably a bad shot. But we did get the bigger one. You always want to shoot the bigger one first. Your sure shot. And land right there. No. And then take your iffy shot, your second shot on the smaller one. Which is exactly what we did. And look, they're already starting to come back in. But those will come in first. So we're going to plop ourselves right here in this conveniently placed shrubbery. And we're just going to have a wait. The wind is in our favor. You always want to be checking that. And look, all the doe come down first. Yeah, the red deer bucks are I'm finding out, pretty huge cowards. There he is. Oh, that's a 4. So that's a third one. We have been noticing that there are usually 3 in the group. 3 males. There was a 6, I thought, as well. So we'll let him come on down here. He got his head kind of funny. I wonder if we shot him once already. If that's the one we shot. And he's going to stand probably right in the midst of them. Yep. Yeah, we popped him once already with a flesh wound. That's why he's got his head so crazy. But he's not getting away from that one. Alright. And yeah, that's what we wanted to see. Okay. Now there may be one more buck in that group, but by now he's probably going to head off, as well as these doe, head down the lake shore, down to the next area. And that's fine, because we're just going to track right along behind them, and when they settle down again in a new zone with no hunting pressure, we're going to shoot a couple more. That way we can continue up. There he is. There's our 6. And yeah, we got a shrub right here. So this will be the 3rd buck in this group. And when we take him out, we'll be free to move on down the way. He's right at 100 meters. Now his vitals are kind of hid. All right, he's going to come on down here now. All right, we want him out from behind these bushes. So right about... Oh, doe in the front, son of a bitch. Now we do need to use a little bit of something that's surprisingly not very popular in this game, and that's a little bit of patience. Okay, come on down here in the clear. And he shouldn't be going anywhere. Okay, so there's our 3 bucks. let's go gather these ones up, and we're going to head on down along the lake shore. Like I said, we don't want to do back-to-back real quick resets because that's going to cost us more money. So we are going to hunt the north part of this lake. But our test zone is right here. This is our experiment for today. And let's get Gunner up here and help find these dead ones. So there was a 6, a 4, a 5, and a 6, I believe we just took down. Yep, there's one land. And we also popped a doe, just for some extra cake. Ooh, now that is a very nice looking, is that a 7? Yeah, that is a very nice looking 7. Those big club ends on the antlers, really nice. And we got 1,300 bucks out of that. And he was still quite a ways away from being a diamond. Alright, so let's have Gunner. We got a couple more to track down. The one buck, I don't think, or the one doe, I don't even think she got a chance to move. I think we dropped her like the proverbial bag of wet cement. But we're going to set Gunner on the search here again. So we should still have 2 more bucks down and 1 doe. Now we did blow out the zone, and that's fine, because that was actually another something I wanted to control, to check, experiment with, because we've been noticing here, like I said, since the update, there has been some things that have apparently changed. And there's Matt from Muff saying, "Hey, Gray, hey, Matt, how's it going, man?" This is our little 4, I think. Yeah. But we're going to do some testing of some things here. Because we have noticed that when we were doing our Rancho grind... Okay, Gunner, buddy. Shut the fuck up. That it was taking a long time for zones to respawn. And they were basically respawning right in the same spot. And there's Turnstile Champion in chat saying, "Hey, Gray, leveled up to 10. Nice. Getting lots of luck in Virunga. I shouted you out on my stream." Oh, well, thank you, man. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. We're doing a little testing here of some theories I had, some little things that I noticed since the big reset or the big update. Tried to find you on YouTube. Yeah, there's actually 2 channels. My old one that Google, it wasn't actually YouTube, but Google decided to lock me out of it, saying that my password and my screen name were totally incorrect. So I did start a new one. The new one is Gray Hair Gamer, all one word is the channel name. But if you search YouTube for Gray Plays Hunter, and it's Gray, not Grey, so that maybe had something to do with it. But Gray Plays Hunter, and you'll usually find me. And the new YouTube channel has the little diamond logo that I use here on Twitch with the little cartoon gray-haired guy and a controller. But yeah, spell it Gray and give it a go. Okay, so do we have any more down? There should be maybe one more buck. That last buck we popped up here. But we've been noticing that zones have been respawning very, very quickly. And as well, deer have been spawning very, very quickly. Even back into areas where there has been high... oh, well, thank you, Turnstile. even in areas with a high hunting pressure, they have been spawning back in, and that is not the way it used to be. Yeah, there is a link to the YouTube channel in my Twitch channel page. So, yeah, we've been noticing, like I said, when we went down earlier today, where we found our dead great one down on this river. Yeah, we put a hurting on them down in there. That they had all totally respawned back, and even the zone respawned. Well, that's road deer, but even the zone right there respawned back in. And so we were in there laying them the fuck out again. We took Greg. We took 2 mythicals, 2 level 8s back to back right in here. We did notice something very nice. That you start off at this outpost and come up along the lake or the riverbank, and there are 2 or 3 nice groups of red deer in here. And then as soon as that zone is over, they go right up into rest areas. Right, literally, I have one right on the road, and then they come up into these fields, so you can follow them right along and just blaze away at them. So that's obviously what we did from all the hunting pressure there. But today we're going to try something different. We're going to just re-hunt this same area again and again, just to test out these respawns. Because I think they're coming very, very quickly. Greg, can you delete my first link, please? How do I do that? Timeout, use, delete message. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm still getting on the chat stuff here. Yeah, no problem. Okay, yeah, Gunner, we're coming. And he is still tracking blood. So like I said, we're going to hunt along this north edge of this lake. We're at the one up in the northeast. And then as soon as we get to the end, that should be enough time, we can go back and reset. And we're going to come right back through here again just to see for ourselves if my suspicions are true or I'm just fucking nuts. You know, it could be either way right now. And he is still tracking blood. Okay, well, you go get him, buddy. But still no diamonds. Said we did take the one albino. That was like 2 days ago now. And we suspected, we thought we might have had a piebald 8. But it turned out he was a common. It was just a trick of the light. But we are still looking for those rares. Was that a male? No, that's the little does. Okay. Yeah, so they're going to go on down to this next zone. We're just going to follow right along. Turnstile Champion just dropped you a follow. Man, how far did this guy run? So yeah, look, all those though, they just go right down along the shore. So we're gonna go. Oh, there he is. Okay. And if my suspicions are true, they just made this game a whole hell of a lot easier. Oh, that's the little doe. Okay. If they sped up and increased the number of the respawns, man, it's going to make grinding not really a challenge at all. You'll literally be able to hunt the same zone just again and again and again. But at this point, it's this theory. We're testing it now. We're testing our hypothesis, the old scientific method and all. Yeah, I know Fauci says you can't question science, but he's a fuckwad. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I found animals back in the zones with the pressure. Yeah, you have too. Very much appreciated following also. Oh, yeah, good deal. So, like I said, we're going to test this theory out to see how quickly these guys come back. Now, there should also be a group. Yeah, there's a group right down on the south here, too. And why does that one... that's a trick of the light. Okay, there's one right in the middle of those two. It looks like an odd color, but that's just because it's in the shadow. I blew a zone and had deer back there next time reset. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that you get the respawns with every reset now. And like I said, if that's true, this game just totally became unchallenging. Because all you have to do is find one zone and go back again and again and again. Hunting pressure has basically become irrelevant. I mean, look at these guys coming all right back in here, and we're actually past that area hunting pressure, but you'll be able to take one or two zones and just do a whole grind just from that. I guess it was too much work going and finding 6 zones, like I did for, look at all of them. Look at this. This is crazy. Spending all that time in Mexico, man, scouting all those fucking lakes just to have a nice rotation, and I wasn't even happy. I had like 5 or 6 spots, and I wasn't happy. I wanted a couple more. And if this hypothesis here today is true, then yeah, you won't need them. You could basically have 1 or 2 zones and just grind the shit out of it. But that was kind of along the lines of what you were thinking, Matt, that they were making the game easier for the little ADD kids. And if this theory would play right into that. So I would like to pop a couple more bucks down here. We usually find them out here on the other side of these trees. And if this is consistent across all the maps, then it just made all the great ones a whole hell of a lot easier, or less challenging, put it that way. Okay, there's those little mouflons. Yeah, here's our next group. Bingo, right there. There's a mythical. And the wind is still in our favor. That's one nice thing about this lake. You can work the north side and the south side and always pretty much have the wind in your favor. Alright, so that one was a coward. He ran off. I definitely the whitetail on Rancho and Layton have a lot more balls than the red tail or the red deer males. And they, like I said, I always try to pay attention to the animals' habits and their behavior. And these guys are like pussies. They're always in the middle of the group, surrounded by like a shitload of does, like using them as human shields. And as well, they are like the last ones to come in when they travel. At least with the whitetail, you'll see one or two doe come in, and then the bucks come in. They're not clear at the end. And they don't turn and run like these guys do. Alright, we can walk a little bit here. Don't want to be all day at this. But yeah, we did spot another mythical in here. He's right behind that tree, it looks like. Maybe. Yep, I see horns. The tree's sprouted some strange looking branches. Now, if this is consistent with the other groups we saw, he should not be the only buck. There should be at least one more buck hiding in here somewhere. Yeah, he's right. Yeah, there's one, there's two. That's a small one. We want to go for this big motherfucker right here. This is at 8. And look at him, man. He's just staying right with that tree, right behind him. Or right in between us. I'd like to see how it would play if animals had random need times and positions of her move freely across the map. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool that you couldn't, you know. Oh, there. Oh. Hello. Come on out here, boys. They are nervous. Okay, we're going to have to shoot him in the ass, I think. Oh, he's going to turn around for me. Okay. Okay, so we should have dropped that 8. And I know I dropped a doe. I think I got 2 shots into that 8. The smaller one, I think, took off. But he'll come back in. Yeah, that's 2 spots of hunt pressure. So that would be the 8 and the doe. They both went down. So now that they're stirred up, we'll move a little freer and go head in a little closer. And also have the dog move while they're riled up. You don't want the dog running around while they're calm. Yeah, there's the doe right there. Alright, we always want to keep looking for a new bush to hide in. I caught the EW stream there today, well, part of it, and I tried asking some questions, and they blatantly ignored, not just me, but everybody that was asking the same questions. That it was kind of sad, man, because Jaxie Beard had a very good reputation as a content creator, as a streamer. But now, man, since he's getting that EW paycheck, he is like a glorified fucking game show host. You know, all they did was plug this new fucking teaser for this map, and they answered a couple easy little questions. Like the only question they would answer was about the, oh, I can't hear the when I hold my breath anymore. That was like the most serious question they would fucking answer. When I'm sitting there and other people are sitting there going, yeah, fuck that sound issue. When are you fixing the fucking lag? And they completely ignored everybody answering that. And we got Shoot Cute in chat saying, hey, Gray, hey, Shoot, how's it going, buddy? How you doing tonight? But yeah, there were multiple people asking when the lag's getting fixed, what about the frame rate, what about the spawning dead great ones, and they just say, oh, it's fixed. And then I asked, and a couple of other people asked, is that fixed across all platforms, or is that just for PC? And we were all completely ignored on that one too. It was kind of sad, man. It was all like a big hype fest, and they weren't answering really anything. Like I said, it's kind of a shame because, man, Jaxie, like I said, he was well known and well respected in his community, and now it just seems he's like I said, like a glorified game show host. It was all about, yeah, look how excited, look, new stuff coming, and not saying really one word about the shit that's been here and needed fixed. I even said straight up, I said, I for one will not spend one more fucking penny on this game until some of these issues, especially the lag, is fixed. And it was all completely ignored, completely glossed over. I know I don't go into them streams now for the same reason. Still 3 hours of work. Oh, man. That sucks. It's 9 o'clock at night here. Oh, there's a little mail. Boomp. There was a little mail. And there's Potts. Hey, Potts, how's it going tonight? Did you catch the, following that Shoot Cute, nice presentation, Sal. Yeah, did you catch the big hype fest they had there today, Potts, with the EW stream? All hype and all talking about a 45-second clip. They stretched that out into like a 3-hour stream. And was just a big hype fest. I was disappointed in it. A little silver. Now look at all the dough coming rolling back in here. Now there should be one more buck rolling through with them. Oh, and there's a little Mouflon. Damn, just like fucking fish in a barrel. Who was saying they needed the fish in the barrel pack? One day, man, this is it. Alright, let's get gunner tracking some of these. Okay, we got one right here. See, we're just coming through. We're just kind of blasting everything here. For people that just joined us, just joined in, we're doing an experiment today. That we believe that there were some more changes made in the last update than what they let on. And Mads had noticed it, and I had noticed it, that there was changes to the respawn rate. And as well, I noticed it with zones respawning very, very quickly. And the animal respawns even quicker than that. So we're going through here. Our plan is to hunt across the top of this map. When we get to the end, we're going to go back to our outpost, reset, and come back through here again and just see what has happened. But we want to make sure we get all the bucks so that we know if we see bucks the next time that they have, actually respawned and they're not just ones that we missed. Yeah, we're coming, buddy. We're coming. Now, there was, we did put a couple shots into that mythic. And there was one more smaller one. They should have been clear back here. I'm not sure what he's tracking. Small streamers helping small streamers. Yeah, man. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. And I'm appreciative to all you guys, all the support and help you guys have all given me in my short career here so far. And I try to repay it as best I can. Yeah, you got to build up however you can. Okay, so there's the 5. That was the smaller one. We should still have a dead 8 laying around somewhere. Alright, so let's head back into here. And let him search back here. But even if we claim them or not claim them, it will still suit our purposes because they're dead. They still have to respawn the same whether we claim them or not. So how's our favorite American Italian Grey today? We're doing all right. We're doing pretty good. What's that there? Dealing with the rainy gray winters here in Italy, but I will take rainy and gray over snowy. Well, let me put this way: I'll take rainy Italian winters over snowy, blizzardy Pennsylvania winters any day, any day. It barely gets below 0 around here. Nothing. Alright, I thought we still had that 8 to pick up. Let's try in another spot. Maybe we're not close enough to the center for that hunting pressure. Alright, let's try in here. But if I'm going to shoot them, I might as well try to claim them, Track not found. So we must have got them. We must have picked them all up. I don't remember seeing that 8, but he might be further on down the lake shore. Yeah, the Chinese food I made last time, we were joking about that. I said it was funny that I'm an American. I traveled all the way to Italy, and I was cooking Chinese food. Actually went over pretty well. I made it a second time since then. Teriyaki chicken and stir fried rice. Uh, my other specialty is barbecued ribs, and we're going to be doing those again here real soon. Those turned out to be another big hit. So there I was actually cooking American food. But yeah, we did go back. We finally got the hunting pressure off of where we found our dead great one. And I wanted to go back and scout that area out. Because I had asked during that stream today as well, there were quite a few other people asking about if the great one had been fixed, and if the people that had dead ones, would that be fixed as well? And they just said, yeah, it's fixed, but they wouldn't say where it was fixed. Because they wouldn't say whether it was fixed across all platforms. I had heard that it was only fixed for PC. And even when they were asked specifically, is it fixed on the consoles, they totally ignored the question. There he is. There's a hard. Lift your head up, pal. Gonna run right into that second bullet, okay. But yeah, they totally ignored the questions of about the Great One being fixed. They totally ignored about the lag issue, and there was a lot of people, man. It was surprising how many people were asking about that. And yeah, they totally blew everybody off. They just like acted as if like nothing was ever said. But yet when people would ask, "Oh, I'm holding my breath and I can't hear the sound of the breath," and that they answered. Yep, there we go. There's a dead one. All right, what time is it? About 8 o'clock. Okay. So we'll pick up this last one and then we'll begin the real part of the experiment. We're going to jump back to the outpost we just came from. We're going to reset the time right back to where we were before. And we're going to follow the same exact path and see just what has come back. My suspicion is that all the bucks will be back. Hunting pressure or no, zones or no, that they'll all be back. Anything else out in here? Said I wanted to try and get the bucks out of there, just so we knew for sure that we had them cleaned out. So if we see new ones, we'll know, they're new ones, not just old ones that we missed. Okay, let's jump on back here. In a sick way, I'm hoping there's none come back. Yeah, me too. Me too. Because, you know, it's supposed to be, yeah, that would just literally make the game too easy. Because now you can literally grind out a great one from one fucking zone. If this hypothesis it turns out to be true. You'll be able to go back to the same one zone time after time after time after time. Alright, so set back for 6 o'clock. And yeah, we waited long enough so we didn't have to pay extra. The cost is still back down to $250. Now we did blow out that zone, not on purpose, but that was accidental. I kind of actually wanted to leave that zone there. But this will be a good double test to see if they still come back when there is no zone. Or if the zone has respawned already. Okay, not seeing anything yet. So I was kind of hoping to leave the zone, but, you know, or not destroy the zone, rather. But, you know, shit happens. Do we have anything in on the southern part yet? What's that? Oh, that's out of render distance. Okay. Yeah, they don't need to make this game any easier. I know there's been some people crying, oh, they need to have difficulty and blah, blah, blah. It's too hard. You know, they already took in the difficulty with the tier of animals. I mean, you want easy animals? Go shoot fucking ones. Alright, so we're going to sneak up on this area a little bit, and we're just going to kind of watch for a little bit and see what happens. And we do have one other place that we can test this theory, and that is, like I said, down on the river down here, where we still got some hunting pressure down here. And like I said, I took 2 mythics out of here back to back right along here. And as well took out a 4, a 5, and a 6 up here. Go shoot ones. Yeah, it should be a logo. Exactly. Yeah, like I said, that was like I guess they're not explaining that part well enough to some new players. But I caught it pretty quickly, you know. The higher the number, the tougher it is to find, the smarter it's going to be, the you know, the craftier or more wily, more wary, whatever you want to call it, that they were going to be, and hence the bigger rewards and the bigger racks. Alright, so we're not seeing anything here at all. Not even the doe. No, I'm suspecting that that is because we accidentally blew that zone out. Where was our next? And we blew that zone out as well. Fuck. Okay. We will, continue on down along here and see if we see anything at all. I think the time's a little early and they might be further down with the other group. Yeah, we're going to go on down here. And like I said, we do have a fallback. We can go check along that river where that was, yeah, I was playing earlier today, so that was only like one, well, that would have been 2 resets. I reset right at the beginning of this stream, and I reset just now. So there would have been 2 resets since I hunted the river. So that could still be a viable test. Yeah, I should have done the way a lot do and just went right there and plopped a tripod. Bingo, there oh, that's a row. That's a row. She don't count. We're hitting a little lag. Hitting a little bit of lag. That's our deer radar. Yeah, see, right there is already a brand new zone. We blew away this one. Boom. 1 reset, brand new zone. That used to take like 6 resets. I've actually had it even longer than that for zones to reappear. Let's see if it's any buck in with this group or if it's all doe. Alright, how's the best way to approach this? Looks like maybe down along the shore itself. Oh yeah, we're hitting lag now, big time. So there's some shit in these woods. Excuse me. But yeah, if you come out with like a tripod or set up or find a zone right next to a hunting stand, man, you could come out there and just pop, 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 pop every single day. But we're still not really confirmed yet that this theory is correct. But that zone popping up that quickly, that was definitely faster than before the update. Yeah, right there's another zone marker. Alright, are there any males? We got them right here, right on the north of us too. That could be that little roe deer that was following us as well. But yeah, the brand new zone in one reset. No, that's stomping feet. That's red deer. That is one subtle thing they changed, and I noticed it. You know, like when the whitetail and stuff, they all sound the same. It's hard to tell, or it was hard to tell the difference between a whitetail, a bunny rabbit, and a bear. No, that is a roe. Okay, my bad on that one, my bad. But the reds, man, now when they walk around, it sounds like they're stomping. Okay, so far just those. A shitload of those, but just those. That's a mouflon. Yeah, not seeing any horns in here. Now, if there was less vegetation, I'd shoot one and watch them run. Oh, what the fuck? That sounds like a female. Get the fuck away from me, bitch. You keep spooking out my other deer, I'm gonna shoot you. Yeah, they got all kind of zone markers in here now. Still no sign of a buck yet. Even if we see only one set of horns, that'll basically confirm that it's like daily resets or respawns now. Oh, this little roe deer bitch. Oh my god. Yeah, how many are using these zones now? 12. And look at them, they got more fucking zone markers than they ever had. These look smaller. These might be red, or the roe deer. Nope, they're red. They're all for the same group. But still no horns. last one said 9 on the last zone. Okay. So, yeah, that's, what, 21. I'm wondering if, since we blew out this zone and this zone, if both of those just kind of collapsed into the middle and made like a mega zone. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. But we just need one set of horns to confirm the theory. And with this lag, unfortunately, it's going to take a while to get down along the shoreline. There's that little red deer up there. I thought that one might have had horns, but it was a tree branch. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping I'm wrong, because it would just make this game ridiculously easy. But you know, with the red deer, the bucks always hang in the back. Yeah, it sucks this frame rate, man. Feels like I'm crawling through fucking honey. Or wet concrete, going so goddamn slow. So far, all dough, all dough. Yeah, this may not be the most exciting episode, you know, as far as action, but I think it's pretty important to find out what's going on with these respawns. It could have a big impact. And as well could give us an inside edge. If we figure it out before everybody else. I'm sick of looking. Oh, you bet you run now. She's been spotting me out and running off. I think it's herd management needs to be a big part of this game. Yeah. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have said as well, that it's all about the herd management. But now, if you're getting respawns daily, you can just go in and blast away whatever you fucking want, and they'll be right back. There's the Mouflons rolling around. Okay, still all doe. Yeah, still all doe up there. And the lag is lightening up. There should still be another group out here in front of us, though. Yeah, we still got a bit to go. 200 meters. I try to move my hunt pressure before I reset time, so I always hunt in clean zones. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I had with Mexico, is I had like a rotation. Like I said, I had like 5 or 6 zones or areas. Some just had one zone, but some had 2. And I would go hunt one area, do one reset at the beginning of the hunt. Go hunt that area for the whole drink time, and then usually even log out, or not log out, but shut down. And then I would go to area number 2, do another time reset to get back at that beginning, and go stay in that area. So when I was using rifle exclusively, like the M1 and the BB gun, I was putting on a bit of hunting pressure, and so it took me, usually to get to like zone or area number 4 or even area number 5 to have number 1 cleared off again. But then when I started trying, using the crossbow more, then I could have the hunting pressure cleared off in area 1 by the time I got to like area 3. So that did make a big difference. But by the time I got through my rotation, all my areas were cleared up, and I had, 5 or 6 different resets, time resets in by the time I got back to 1. Okay, so no sight of bucks yet. But we did have the zones pop up back there very, very quickly. We'll go back and we'll run it again. Yeah, we're not seeing any horns. Okay, alright, let's run back. Let's jump back here, reset again, and see what we got. Want to become famous? Buy followers. Wow. There you go. Someone's becoming famous. Yeah, what? I'm doing this to make money. Isn't that a catch-22? You gotta have a big channel to make money, and then you gotta spend money to have a big channel. Or is that what they always say? It takes money to make money. Well, if I had the fucking money, I wouldn't need to make money. Alright, this one's gonna cost us 500, but that's alright. That is one thing with these red deer, man. They are a wonderful fucking source of cash. My goodness. Actually, we're going to go around this way. I don't want to go through that orchard again. I do want to keep my eye out down here a little bit. This is where we had the albino doe. Right, this first zone on this side of the lake. And man, she was very, very obvious when she came walking out. She literally stood out like a sore thumb. Okay, so this is reset number 2. We said we saw no evidence of bucks there last time with one reset. So we'll see if it makes a difference having 2 resets. Even 2 would be a big difference from what it was before, which was, like I said, was like 6. There is a way you can take out 12 deer from a herd and not blow the zone and make some good cash too. Yeah, use a crossbow and a tower and a tripod. You can take like 16 deer out. Or no, wait, it's 8-1. If you can take 3, yeah, if you can take 3 deer with a rifle from the ground before you blow the zone, then that would be like 12 or 16 deer with archery and a structure. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I learned that trick. I learned that trick a while ago. Why do you think I got, kept practicing and practicing with the crossbow? Yeah, I was trying to point that out in a few episodes that you get the maximum hunting pressure is a rifle on the ground. You get a partial reduction with a rifle and a structure or archery on the ground, and then you get like the biggest reduction. It's not total, but you get a big reduction with archery and a structure. And say it does pay to learn archery of some form or another in this game. Okay, what time is it? 6:13. We'll give them wait a couple minutes here. Because now obviously they're going to move down to that new zone instead of just being right here. But I don't know. I kind of suspect that this zone will re-pop up. It'll re-emerge here again. I have a spot on Layton that when I streamed, watchers called it Muff's Money Tree. Very nice. Yeah, that was with Rancho, how I got my, both my whitetail rares were right in the same spot, sitting right in the same tree stand. And it was just a little tiny area. Only had one zone, one drink zone, but it did have a feed zone right beside, well, not right beside it, but within 100 meters. So they would eat and then go right into that drink zone. So I had them all coming in there every time. And that was where I got the piebald and the melanistic, both sitting out of the same stand. And I think I took them both with the crossbow. Alright, so let's move our waypoint down here to this new zone. And man, yeah, I think that became a super zone. 5 spots, I can call bears and blacktail and sometimes a few elk off their zones and never blow the zone. Oh, very nice that you have more than one animal coming in and have zones around there. That's awesome. And yeah, we're already starting to hit a little bit of lag. That's awesome. I don't usually get get too many like that. Now, like Layton, I have one spot where I have the whitetail come in, and I also have the bighorn sheep, but they're at very different times. They're never there at the same time. 2-3 callers and wait. Oh, that's too cool. Yeah, have you tried that since they changed the schedule on Layton? Then I shoot from a tree stand with a bow. Yeah, just thump, thump, thump. And half the time you don't even spook the other animals right beside them. I had the one spot on Rancho. I had a tripod. And I had these 3 doe come in and just literally 10 meters from me stand there looking at me. And I'm ripping across right over top of them with the crossbow, taking out buck after buck. And they could have cared less. They did not move a fucking muscle. As I spook the bear, the blacktail walk in, then I spook the blacktail and the bear comes back. Yeah, bear, I noticed that. They will do that a lot. Bear, moose, they'll come walking right back in even when they're injured. And you can just finish them off. Yeah, after my first adventure, like I said, where I got the achievement for tracking an animal for 10 kilometers. Yeah, that was like a fucking hour and a half of my life I'll never get back. And to have the fucker roll back into where I shot him from, I learned sometimes the best tracking is not to track. Got a diamond elk doing that. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's one thing I don't have is a lot of diamonds. Hello. Okay, so there... She's at $155, and the zone is $160. Okay, so she's in that zone. But yeah, like I said, now with Layton, I'll go in there and shot him. Didn't know. That was how I got my diamond whitetail. I was just like, oh, there's a whitetail. Bang. You know, I didn't like spot him, or I spotted him for distance and popped him. And quickly forgot about him. I didn't even really notice the rack size or anything. Just saw legs under a tree. Let it have it, picked it up later. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you get the happy accidents like that. Alright, let's see if we can walk a little bit without making an extreme amount of noise. So even just in this small, light grass, you gotta hold back on the stick. If you try to walk full speed, you will still get one red bar of noise. And especially when you hit these little tiny shrubs, you'll definitely make one red bar. So I found in certain situations it's actually faster to walk full speed at a crouch than half speed, standing up. And you don't have to constantly be picking your path. Critical position. Okay, buddy. I know they're in here somewhere. This area's got some more shrubs. There's that little fucking roe deer again. I'm gonna shoot that bitch. She comes rolling up on me every time just to fuck with me, I think. I knew a guy that crouched everywhere, yeah. So some places, you know, you almost have to, depending on the terrain, but it takes forever to get anywhere. Okay, there's our little mouflons. Where's our reds? There's one back there. There's... fucking camera. Alright, bitch, you gotta die. She heard me. She heard me say, you gotta die. She took off running. There's another... Oh, there's a red. Okay, she's alert. Let's get... Yeah, we are in cover. We're concealed. Let's try our call. Because all we need to do is see one set of fucking horns. Those are all doe, doe, doe. Any more coming out of there? There's a doe. Say the buck's, that should be a buck, but that's a doe. That was another issue they were saying about in that stream today, that the, with the red deer, the doe sounding like bucks when they give warning signals. How much have you opened Fernando map? To the first outpost and the archery range. That's it. They're all around us, man. It's game over, man. They're coming from everywhere, man. Yeah, aliens reference. And not one set of horns yet. Okay, maybe my theory, maybe my theory is not correct. Yeah, I tried Fernando last career, and man, it was difficult. Especially when I did it, I did not have like the perks, the soft feet, or anything like that. And you know the way those gullies and ravines and stuff are, and how thick the vegetation is. It's pretty hard. It's a hard map. There's a spot in there you might find a diamond water buffalo. I'm always interested to see if it's still there. Oh yeah, I might have to take you up on that one day. But yeah, as far as, like I said, for this map, man, this is, like I said, where I found that great one. It is a target-rich environment. Said you start right at this hunting lodge here, and just walk up along the shore, right at 6, and you'll find drink zones along here. And then as time runs out, they go into an eating zone right in these fields right across the road, and then they'll go north right up along this road, or southwest rather. And man, you can pop deer in there all over the place. I think it produced a waiting time about 23 times. I think the count was that. Wow. Yeah, I'll have to go check that out. Like I said, though, I only went to Parquet so far in this career long enough to go into the shooting range, the archery range. Okay, and we still got a touch of lag, so there's still critters around here. We still got stuff in these woods. It's a little tougher this zone being in this spot with all the shrubs. The zones before were all in clear areas. We got a shitload of doe. My God, a giant shitload of doe. But still no bucks. No horns yet. So I could have been wrong with my theory. But I definitely felt it was worth checking out. Because man, it was odd seeing deer back in these spots so quickly. And also, they could have respawned on the southern part. Look, right there. Boom, there's a 6 right off the bat. What's that one? 2 6s. What's that one? There's a 7. So like it was explained there, that when they spawn in, they could have easily respawned to one of these areas right here to the south too. What time is it? It is 7 o'clock. Okay. I do want to go check one more spot. And that is like where I said, down along the riverside, because I just hunted that. So that would have been 3 resets for that area. Just to see if anything respawned back in there, because I took two mythics, two 8s back to back are out of there earlier today. But yeah, if they all went into a pool, all the respawns, and got doled out to these areas, they could have easily respawned with the groups down here. But we'll keep at it. I think I'm going to go back to my normal technique, was splitting this up into 2 areas, do a hunt along the north side like we just did, and jump back, and then hunt the south side. But for right now, we're going to jump down here. We're going to do a little investigating. There is still hunting pressure down here. When I was grinding Fernando for red, I'd use buffs to move pressure. I got some nice buffaloes out of it. Okay. Yeah. To take the hunting pressure off your red zones. Yeah, that makes very good sense. And I want to keep, I got to keep checking this spot to see if that fucking great one comes back again. And of course, they would not answer in the stream there about, oh, it's fixed. But they wouldn't say who it was fixed for. And they would not say what, if they fixed the, for the folks that got the broken ones. They have very selective sight. You know how some people, they say, have selective hearing, that they only hear what they want to hear. Well, those guys only saw what they wanted to see when it was in the chat. Now, I've been scouting the other side of this river, too, as much as I can when I come down here. And I haven't really found anything. I think I found roe deer. And then way up north of the bridge, on the other side, there is the pigs. But we want to be spotting right up along here. Actually, up here a bit further. That's what, 500 meters yet. But we did have the one zone pop up that only had the one mythic in it. So as soon as I popped him and claimed him, that zone disappeared. So that'll be interesting. That was to the south of this one. It's actually probably about right on this line. So that'll be interesting to see if that zone reappeared. As well, we did find a couple pigs on this side of the river too. Actually pretty much right in the middle where the red deer were, but they were back off the shore a little bit more. We took a nice 4 out of there today as well. And up along this river, that's where we got jumped by the pack of wolves. The day right before we found our great one, we had the couple nice bucks, red tails hiding in the middle of the doe. So we had to blast a couple doe and drop them to get clear shots on the bucks. And right after we did that, we were walking up to claim them and got jumped by like 5 Iberian wolves. So it turned into like the gunfight at the OK Corral, man. It was like fucking war zone. But we got them. We got the wolves, and then we went and claimed our big old red deer bucks. Okay, that's still out of render distance up there yet. Okay, not seeing anything, and our lag deer radar is not going off yet. But we got 250 meters to go up here yet. Actually, a little more. Well, we shot that one mythic was right there. So that's almost 400 meters to go. What is that right behind that tree? Yeah. Okay, that's our little row. Okay. Doesn't look like there's too much anything in here. And it's been, like I said, like three resets now since I've been in here. We are here 7:30. Like I said, I normally start at 6 and come through here. But still, we're smack dab in the middle of their drink time, right there. Now, we're going to look for bucks in here, too, because, yeah, there's one. Bingo. There's a 6 in there. So he's respawned because I cleaned them out. Like I said, I chased those fuckers from here all the way up over this road, up into this field. So he is a respawn after 3. If we see any more, then we'll definitely, that'll be further confirmation that they've respawned. But these road deer are going to fuck us. They're going to go running right through the middle of them when we spook them. Okay, so we got one set of horns. Is there any more? If they did a full respawn, then there should be 2 or 3 bucks in with them. Oh, hello. These all row? No, those are... That's one row in with the reds. Okay. Are there any doe or any bucks with you? Lay down, Gunner. Now they are drinking. Yeah, and they are at a zone. Okay. Okay, there doesn't appear to be any bucks with them at all. Yo, there is a buck with them. There is one. Okay, so he's respawned. Yeah, right there. Bingo. So, okay, while our theory of 1 day respawn or 1 reset, 1 respawn may not be valid, these guys have respawned after 3 because we have 1 there and we do have at least 1 set of horns up in this next group. So, from used to be 6 resets, even to drop to 3 is a big, big change. And it just made it very, very cheap to do back-to-back-to-back resets. Alright, can we get a shot at you? Yes, we can. 82 meters. Oh, lift your head up. Boom! Right in the chest. But we never checked here after 1, no. No, I did not check here after 1 reset. It's been 3 resets since I came through here and cleaned them out, which was earlier today. So if this theory holds that it's, this modified theory that it's 3 resets at the end of this zone, We should be able to jump back to that first lake, do one more reset. That'll be number 3 for that northeast lake, and the bucks should respawn there, if the theory is correct. Yep, he's down. He's dead right there. And this is another spot where, yeah, they respawned with hunting pressure. Not a lot, but there was still hunting pressure here. And he still respawned. And like I said, there is a second one right there. Another 85-meter shot. Okay. Lift your head up, buddy. Boom! That might... Oh, no, that was not heart, because that would have dropped him on the spot. But, man, that was awful close to a heart shot. You could see the fur. Foomp. And there's another one going. Yeah, these guys have all respawned in here. They respawned after 3 resets. Like I said, I know I had these guys cleaned out because, like I said, I chased them. I chased them from zone to zone to zone for like, probably a kilometer and a half. Alright, so where's that dead one laying? He should be right up here. Oh yeah, you all see me, don't you? Yeah, that should be number 2 right there. Or is that number 1? Yeah, there's number 2. Alright, so we got confirmed kills on both of those guys. So do you know the distance for the 3 scope dots? Yeah. Yeah, we went out to the Parque Fernando. They have an archery range out there, and we spent a lot of time figuring it out. If you want to see it, it's not super organized because we were just going in and trying out different theories. It's on episode 38. It's Gray Plays Hunter, Call of the Wild, episode 38, Addendum Crossbow Scope. But basically, in a nutshell, you have your 3 zero distances: 10 meter, 30 meter, and 50 meter. Okay, so whatever your 0 is, that's your top dot. So right now we're at 10 meters. 0. So that top dot is 10 meters. Okay? For 30 meters, 0, the top dot's now 30 meters. Yeah, 10, 30, and 50. Yep. And then it's 20 meters, regardless of whether you're at 10, 30, or 50 meters 0, it is 20 meters between each dot. So the top, we're at 10 meters 0, so the top is 10, middle 30, bottom is 50. Okay, same when you go to 50, it now becomes 50, 70, and 90. So if you think about it for, like say for 10 meters, okay, top dot's 10, space in between, if you split the distance between the top and the middle dot, go halfway, that's 20 meters, second dot 30, halfway again 40 meters, bottom dot 50 meters, halfway between the bottom dot and where the line goes from being thin to being thick would be, say, 10, 30, 50, that would be 60 meters, and then where the line goes from being thick is 70 meters. So you can actually extend that out beyond. So like if we were to aim right here where the line goes from thin to being thick, would actually be 70 meters on a 10-meter zoom. I have made shots out to a $120 and got kill shots on them. If you use the 50-meter zoom, then it goes 50, 70, 90, right in between the dot and the thick line is 100, and the thick line is a $120. Yeah, like I said, I like it because you have the zoom. You have that that 5 power scope. But yeah, it always confused the shit out of me too. It's like, what the fuck is this with the 3 goddamn dots, you know? And so the one day we went rolling out to the range, and we sat out there for about a half hour, 45 minutes figuring it out. Because there was some old... I did some research online, and there was some old... Wait, you lost me. What 120? Okay. Okay, if you look at the site, let's try and get someplace with some contrast. Okay, here we go. Okay, you see the bottom dot? And there's the skinny line underneath the bottom dot. Okay? Where the line below the bottom dot, where it goes from being a skinny line to a thick line, is 120. It's another 20 meters. It's almost as if it was a 4th dot. Where that line goes from skinny to being thick is like your unofficial 4th dot. Now, we're at a 50-meter zoom, so the top dot is 50, the middle dot is 70, the bottom dot is 90, and then the thick line would be, well, it'd be 110, would be 20 more. Yeah, it was 50, 70, 90, actually be 110, but I've made it at 120. My longest shot has been just under a $125. It was like 123 meters on a whitetail, and it was a kill. Now, you got to remember, too, this is with the 420 grain bolts. When you use the different bolts, either lighter or heavier, they fly very, very differently. I found that out in a very painful way when we went out to Yukon to shoot bison. And we had to jump up to the 600 grain bolts. And they do not fly the same. You will not get a $125 out of a 600. I was lucky to get like 75 meters. But you still aim the same. Yeah, bows and crossbows, any of the archery, whether it be bow, compound bow, crossbow, traditional bow, recurved, any of the archery, when you're on the ground, gives you, I believe it's 1/4 of the hunting pressure as using a rifle on the ground. So you can take 4 animals with the crossbow and only have the hunting pressure shooting 1 with a rifle. Okay, so here we got this one at 26 meters. So now we have some options. We can either go 30 meters and use the top dot, which it's 26, so 30 is very close. Or we can go 10 meters, 0, and go 10 for the top dot, 30 for the middle. Bam. And fall over. Is that the male running out? I thought I saw horns. Nope, that's a doe. Okay. But yeah, the most hunting pressure you get from a kill is using a rifle or pistol or shotgun on the ground. Even the air rifle, even though it only makes a little bit of noise, it still will get you the same hunting pressure as if you use the 300 Magnum. That gets you the maximum hunting pressure. Now there's two ways to get a partial reduction, that 1/4, and that is to either use a bow on the ground or use a rifle in a structure, whether it be a tripod or a tree stand or even one of the hunting stands they have on the maps that's already like built into the map. You just have to pay to set it up. You still get all the same benefits. Yeah, tree stands and tripods reduce hunting pressure. Yeah, even the blinds, the hunting blinds that you get as part of the DLC, they reduce hunting pressure too. But they also give you the 80% visibility, and 80% of your scent is also blocked as a side benefit when you're in a structure. And so the partial reduction, bow on the ground or rifle in a structure. Then if you combine the two things, the bow in a structure, you get the maximum. It's not total, but you get the maximum. You get double the hunting pressure reduction. So you can sit up there and you can take 8 animals with a bow from a structure, and you will only get the hunting pressure of shooting 1 from the ground with a rifle. Yeah, it does. It does. You're true. You're true that it does go down, but I've gone in with a rifle on the ground and I've shot 3 animals and I've blown out my zone. And for like whitetail, normally like for these red deer, it's not that big of a deal because there's usually only 3 bucks with a group. But with whitetail and things like that, you can have 4, 5, 6 buck. And like we had this group here a couple days ago where we actually literally had the 2 big bucks standing in the middle of a group of doe. So I had to shoot 2 fucking doe and drop them just to get a clear shot at the bucks. So there would have, and it literally destroyed my zone right there because I was using the rifle. So you can take out a lot more animals out of one area. If it's a hot spot, it's worth it. Oh, fucking wolves. I hear them. Like I said, if once you get to the crossbow, use a bow in your favorite spots, move to a zone, you can move the pressure, use a gun, and clear your bow zones. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier, that I was even using structures. I would go into a structure with a rifle and hunt that area, and I would have to go to 2 or 3 other areas before I could clear that hunting pressure. The same with a bow. I go to 1 more area and make a couple kills, and that hunting pressure of area 1 would be completely erased in the same day, same hunt. So you hear these guys go. They'll go run right up to this bridge, and they'll have a rest zone right up here. And you just keep following them. Alright, let's see. We'll take her real quick. Alright, so we got 10 meters for the dot. 20 meters right in between. We should all hop on a multiplayer one day. Yeah, we did that just a couple days ago. Myself and Mad and Potts. I did have a technical error. I had you guys on voice chat, and I had my Twitch settings to allow party chat. That it was not muted and was at 100% volume. But when I reviewed the video later, I couldn't hear Potts' voice. So I gotta figure out what the fuck I did wrong. But yeah, if you look here, look at this. This is gray. There's purple. It actually takes you 3 or 4 kills with the bow before you start seeing any purple. All right, is there any more dead in here? Okay, so this one's right at 52 meters. So like I said, we could either go with the 10 meter zoom and go 10, 30, 50, or you can go the middle dot on the 30. You know, just remember that it's 20. But like I said, there's some old theories were saying it was 10 meters difference. And then somewhere along the line, they changed it. Now it's 20 meters. So let's find us a longer shot. If you can catch me, you can hunt with me. I get around a bit. Yeah, Muff's hard. Even when you're on the same map as him, he's hard to keep track of. He's quick. Let's see if we can get one to hold still here. Yeah, they're all wanting to come back in here now. I'm looking for a buck. We took 2 buck out of... Yeah, there he is. That's a little fella. Okay, he's right at 100 meters. So 50 meter zoom, or 0, 50, 70, 90, which he's probably about now. Lead him a little bit right over the back of that doe. And we hit the fucking doe. Ah. I used to be like that, but I slowed down a lot lately. I like going slow and enjoying the game. It was too much of a run and gun. Yeah, it just became, we were talking about that the last couple days, that it's just kind of becoming a number cruncher rather than an adventure. Oh, we hit the doe behind him. That is one other thing, too, with a bow. The longer the distance, you have to lead them. It is very different in the flight time. You know, because when you got a rifle, you pull that bullet or pull that trigger, and even if they're at 75 meters or they're 300 meters, it is like almost, you know, instant, that time from when you pull the trigger to where it hits them. With a bow, it is very, very different. Even if they're just at a very slow walk, you still have to lead them. I'll put the like the crosshairs, like say the edge of this bush is the deer, and he's walking right to left. I'll put the crosshairs like three or 4 inches right in front of his chest when he's at a slow walk, and it'll hit him behind the front shoulder. But that's something you gotta practice with. But they are wicked lethal. Even in real life, an arrow or a bolt has like 50 times the penetrating power as a bullet. I don't know why. It has to do with the physics. I think it's the length of the object. But it's true. Like to chase down big tracks, you never know what's at the end. Yeah, that's true. That's true, but then you get the dog. Well, the dog is only good if you're for following tracks after you got blood. I've come across a lot of zones doing that, and I found some cool trophies. Track popping. The dog is so useless to you. He can be handy when you're, like when there's, like wolves and shit around. I use him for radar, too. Because he'll give you that critical position whine. You know when you're about to spook something. And as well, he'll start growling when there's predators around. Is that male? I think it... no, it's not. I don't see horns sticking out there. But I used to hate the dog when I first got him. I'm like, this thing, man, this sucks. He's running around making fucking noise all the damn time. Okay, here's a 90, 88 meter shot. 50, 70, split the difference. Boom. See, it was about a half a second between pulling the trigger and seeing him jump. Where's these dead ones at? Yeah, it would be nice if they could actually track animals, like track them, not just track blood. And they could do that. They could bring out a, you know, because this is a bloodhound. They could also bring out a, like a retriever for duck hunting and geese hunting. That you shoot the duck and then send the dog out and he runs them down, whether it be in land or out in the water, and bring it back to you. Yeah, a retriever, a second type of dog would be awesome for that. I suppose you could also have even a third type. You could have a pointer. That would be like the one that would track animals and, you know, literally point them out to you before you shoot them. Hell, here we are making up new DLC for the company, and they haven't even fixed the ones they got yet. Let's check our hunting pressure here. Yeah, you can see now we're just starting to get a little bit of purple. We've just been killing everything up through here. Up there's a dead one. I want to know where that fucking buck disappeared to. He's probably up in this zone up above the hill, or up on the hill now. Yeah, that's the doe I shot trying to shoot at the buck. Said that multiple times on stream, but no one from the devs are watching. I want the dogs to find tracks for big animals to give you hints when you're close to the animals. Yeah, that would be your pointer. Okay, dog, chill the fuck out. Yeah, your pointer, and then like I said, you have your retriever. And what's nice with the retrievers, they can go out on water for bringing back ducks and things like that. The one I would like to see is horses. Those fucking ATVs, my god, they're so horrendously fucking loud. And they're not all that, I mean, they're faster than walking, obviously, but they're not all that fast. It still takes you a good long time to get around the map. Said horses for ages, yeah. You know, I would trade that speed, one, for being a little more quiet. I'm not saying be totally quiet, but you could have two speeds. You could have a walk and a run speed. And yeah, when they're running, yeah, have them make some fucking noise. But when they're walking, have it be quieter. But more importantly, being able to shoot from horseback would be huge. Because you know what it's like when you're ripping around on the four-wheeler road hunting and you see something, even if you don't stop the four-wheeler and just jump off, you still have to, takes a step or two for you to get your balance back. Then you have to switch over to your rifle, pull the rifle out, and then pull up and aim. And all that's like 5 seconds, and that animal's usually fucking gone. But from horseback, to be able to shoot from horseback would be fucking awesome. Yeah, these ones are already sneaking back up around us. Yeah, there's a zone up in here, too, I've discovered, where they'll go up and rest. But if we go right up here, they should be laying right in the middle of the road. Yeah, I don't know. We keep getting mad for all these subscribers. He might pick up the habit back up, streaming maybe. We're gonna start Mad's guided hunting tours. You deposit $20 to his PayPal, and he'll jump on a multiplayer and tour you around your map. What do you think, Mad? $20 an hour? I know real life hunting guides get paid a lot more than that. Hell, you'd make more money off of that than you would streaming. Yeah, you can just follow these guys right on up here. And sometimes check at the base of the bridge here too. But right up on the hillside. Like literally, they'll lay right almost in the middle of the fucking road up here. Hunting guys in Call of the Wild. Yeah, man. Mads could do it. Oh, easily. He helped me out like that and helped Potts out like that. Man, really freaking explored some shit, unlocked some zones that would have took me hours and hours, man. He had it knocked out in well, put it this way, for Mexico, I spent probably a good 10, 12 hours just scouting and just looking for zones. And here in Quattro, he unlocked almost as much in an hour and a half as I did in many, many days on Mexico. You've done guided hunts before, but never paid. Yeah, dude, get your PayPal set up, man. People can make donations and stuff right to your PayPal now. They just I got set up for it for taking any donations for the channel. It's like PayPal.me/ whatever your account name that you make up. Alright, we want to shoot you. Yeah, what the fuck, we'll shoot you. Lift your head up, honey. I want this to be painless. Yep, that was painless. Rancho is hard, not a fan. Too much brush and small animals. Yeah, but like I said, I went there for the whitetail, and then I got all hooked on the mule deer. Man, they're awesome. They're worth almost twice as much money as the whitetail, and they are some beautiful animals, and have a very unique rare. They call dilute. It looks whitish, not white as like a true albino, but they're like very whitish. The first time I saw one, I mistook it for an albino. And then when you get up real close, they are... Oh, we got blood here. Something running still. They look almost like purplish. Man, I even had maps set up for it for new players and seasoned players. Oh, cool. Yeah, dude, get yourself up a PayPal and make them pay, obviously, in advance. They can make it as a donation. And say, yeah, $20 an hour, we'll go and we'll tour you around your own map, like make them do their map. They have all the maps, and they are all set with tents and all the good spots. Yeah, they used to do tent hopping, but now it's just like exploring. Yeah, same with me. Same with me. I always like the for me, and I've said it before because I'm really old school. When I first started playing video games, there was no freedom, and there was no choice really. It was all very, very linear. No deviation. So part of me, even though open world games have been out for a while now, part of me still geeks out and gets excited when you have, places like this where you can go explore. And originally, exploration was supposed to be a big part of this game, but like you said, now people just kind of go and either look at maps online or on Discord, and they only care about where the hotspots are. They don't give two shits about any of the rest of the map, and those are the places they go, and they don't look at anything else. I still geek out, like, man, fucking reviews and shit. Like, even like this, man, it's just fucking incredible. Consider my first video game was Pong from Radio Shack. Having shit like this and actually being able to go up there and walk across it and, or walk underneath of it, I fucking geek out about that shit. I love it. Alright, so we did want to go. Now, our working theory right now is 3 resets. So, because this was 3 resets for this area since I was in here earlier today, and we saw bucks in here again. Okay, so before I finish up for the night, because we are getting close to 11, we're going to jump back up here to our original spot again, and we're going to do one more reset. That'll be 3 for this area on the north of this map, and we're going to take one more quick scout through just looking for horns. Yeah, need zones need to be random. or more easily, or like not maybe so much random, because they are kind of random now where they pop in, but have them reset whether you blow them out or not, and not all bunched up. Yeah, exactly. You know, because deer and things like that in real life will change where they go from season to season, and that's what, you know, no hunting pressure or whatever. They just naturally do that shit. So yeah, I think they need to reset on their own from time to time. All right, so first place we want to check is right up here, and see if maybe the zone came back. Now that while we were talking about the like to have your herds move from lake to lake across the map, that would be cool. That would be cool. But yeah, we were talking about hunting pressure before, and how the crossbow doesn't build up a lot of hunting pressure. Okay, there is one disadvantage to that. Okay, is that, see, we were in here, we were shooting with the rifle, and we went off someplace else and was shooting with the crossbow. We come back here, we still have a lot of hunting pressure left, because you have to build up the same amount. For me to delete this amount of hunting pressure, I have to build up that same amount, you know, in different places across the map. And so with the crossbow, it doesn't build hunting pressure quickly, so it does not reduce my old hunting pressure as quickly. So that is one little bit of a disadvantage. This game can actually work well with procedurally generated spots, so every time you start the game, the animals are in different areas. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, this game, I think this game is pretty good. Okay, but do I think it's the best it can be? Oh, hell no. It could be so much better. So while I will say yes, the game is good, it is not the best it could be. So, little disclaimer on that one. So that's kind of like a compliment and an insult both. All right, so now we've had 3 resets since we started this stream, and we're coming back here for the 3rd time. So if our theory holds true, we should see bucks back in here again. Thought it was going to be 1, but that we had to modify our hypothesis, as it were. And now we've seen another area that had 3 resets, and the bucks were back. So if this one we see bucks in here, then that will go a pretty long way to proving that theory. Okay, and like I said, these groups here, they seem to have merged up into a super spot. Said before the update, it was like even Jaxie Beard pretty much confirmed that it was like 6 resets to get a respawn. So even going from 6 down to 3 would be a big difference. We're starting to hit a little lag. This the slightest bit, so that's our deer radar. The more your frame rate drops, the more shit you got in the bushes around you. Yeah, 6 was the game plan for a while, yeah. But man, that got expensive. Like I said, I did that one time, just rested 6 times in a row. And yeah, it was like, I don't know the exact number, but it was like between 10 and 15 grand it cost me to do it. And at that time, I didn't have a whole lot of money, so it pretty much, it killed my bankroll. Oh yeah, we are hitting a little bit of lag. That's that little roe deer again. So if we see one set of horns, we know we're on the right track. Yeah, I know, he's right there. Oh shit, yeah, there they come. There they come. Although, like I say, if we see one set of horns, that'll sort of confirm it. If we see 2 or more sets of horns, then that'll pretty much definitely confirm it. Okay, so that was all doe there. I wonder where they're going. Alright, well, let's get on here. We're not hunting doe, we're trying to scout for bucks. Don't get distracted. Okay, that's roe. Let's try our call. You really need a rifle for class 1 to 3. Yeah, because they don't have, they have the 22, but that's only class 1. And then there's the air rifle, which is 2 to 4. But yeah, there is none for 1 to 3. Because I shot even turkey, which you would think would not be the same class as like a little duck. But yeah, even the turkey are considered class 1. And I took one with the air rifle, and yeah, improper ammo. I think the only thing that is class 1 is the 22, either the 22 pistol or the 22 rifle. Then you also have the 300 grain bolts and arrows for those low. Oh, these little roe deer, man, they're pissing me off. Alright, where's the big group of them at? Okay, we got some out here. So what? Man, look at all these fuckers. I think they made some of these herds too big just to try and please the folks that wanted easier time shit. Okay, we're still not seeing any bucks, but that's... For this part of the map, it's normal, because they run off away from us, where the doe will come running past us. So that's nothing unusual. The arrows or the bolts that I'm using right now are the 420 grain, and they are good for... Let's see here. They are good for classes 2 to 7. Now, there's the lighter one, the 300 grain, that will be for like your class 1, your bunnies, your ducks, turkey. And then there's one bigger one that's 600 grain for 7 to 9. But I'm using the 420s. They work good on white-tailed deer, black-tailed deer, muleys, basically all your deer. As well as bear and grizzly. Yeah, no problem. And the weights are the same, whether it's an arrow or a bolt, or you have traditional arrows, they call it, for the recurved and the traditional bows. But those things are a bitch because, man, you have no sight at all on them. It is real old school. You have to look down the arrow and, manually adjust the sight. Yeah, 2 to 7 covers a lot of animals. A lot of critters. Like here, even this little mouflon is a 4. We could take her with this. I know, Gunner, they're all fucking around me, but I'm looking for ones with horns. You need to be quiet. And a pocket of 600 grams for the big stuff is not a lot of weight. No, it's not. Because you can carry a lot of ammunition. Regardless of what type. I think, let's see if they have the weight. Whoop, inventory. Units 10. No. When you buy it, it does show a weight. Or when you move them from storage, it will show you a weight. And it's... Oh, shit. Did that spook them? Did that scare them off? Yeah, 300 for rabbits and birds, turkey. Yeah. Now those will have a little bit different flight path, but those being lighter would actually fly further, have a little bit more range than the 420s. You know, because you're putting the same oomph behind them with that bow. So yeah, the weight really does affect. Like I said, if you go to Parque Fernando, even if you've never played the map before, you go where you spawn in, you go to the first hunting outpost that you unlock, and it is literally right next to the first outpost. The crossbow's scope has zoom. No, not every time you zoom in. It's every dot. Every dot. Like, it doesn't matter. Like here, I'm at 10 meters. I'm at a 10 meter zero. So that top dot is 10 meters, whether I'm zoomed all the way out or zoomed all the way in. That top dot is still 10 meters. It has nothing to do with the zoom, it's the dots. Now when I go from the top dot to the middle dot, that's where I add the 20 meters. Yeah, you use the zero perk. Exactly, man. And that's clear down in the bottom right. Now that is an active perk. So you have to not only, let's see where that's at. That should be under, yeah, it's under rifles, rifle perks. And you can see it's one of the green ones, which shows it is an active perk. So not only do you have to buy it, spend the point to unlock it, but you also have to activate it. Okay, you got your zeroing active, yeah. So yeah, that top dot, that range, and the other dots are all based upon the zeroed range. That top one is always going to be your zeroed range regardless of what you're zeroed at. Okay, so yeah, you're set. Alright. Oh man, I just need to see one set of horns to fucking prove this theory. 2 sets of horns would be even better. You know, that definitely sounded like a female. Look at all of them up there, man. They made these herds too big. Too many female. No horns. No horns on any of them. What's up, Gunner? What are we going to spook? Time is at 6:57. Okay. Top dot becomes 50. Exactly. So let's say the animal's at 50 meters. You first set the zeroing to 50, then you shoot the animal. No. If the zero is set to 50 meters, you would aim at the top dot. Like here, we'll use Gunner as an example. And he's not going to hold still. Let's find something we can use as an example. Let's find a critter. Okay, here we go. Okay, oh, she's not going to hold still. Let me get in here. We'll do you. Yeah, you start at the top dot. Aim for a tree. Okay. Okay, so yeah, here, this is it. We'll say this, put this tree right at 50 meters. Okay. Bingo. 50 meters right on the dot. So I'll go over and make sure my zero's at 50. And I will use the top dot. Right there. And you watch, it'll put it bonk right where that top dot was, right there. And then for 70 meters, we would use the middle dot. And then again, 90 meters for the bottom dot. Because if you think about it, when you go up, you're aiming higher. When you go from that top dot, you're aiming almost flat trajectory. But when you get to this dot, or even to the line, you can see you're going up. You're going up at a higher angle, so to get that longer distance. Now, the really confusing part is, okay, you're at 50 meters. I can either be at a 50 meter zero and use the top dot, or I could be at 30 meters and use the middle dot for 50, 30 plus 20, or I could be at 10 and use the bottom, 10 plus 20 plus 20. So your short range will cover a very big difference in range. Even though we're zeroed only for 10 meters, we can go 10 meters, 30 meters at the middle, 50 meters at the bottom, 70 meters using the line. So, but if you remember, your zero is your top dot, then you're gold. All right, we can get one to hold still. Okay, she's at, and she ran. And I still did not see any horns down here, so I'm wondering if they maybe got one of two things. Either my hypothesis is bad, or they got respawned into another zone. Let's see if we can sneak up on this one and get a kill at like a long range. Still 200 meters. Buck 80. And she's probably going to spook just as I get into the range I want to get to. Okay, we're going to try and get to right to about a buck 10. $15, $14. Okay. Bingo, buck 10. All right, so we're going to go 50 meter zoom. Yeah, you see the flight in midair. Yeah. So 50 meter zoom. So 50, 70, 90, and then the line will be a buck 10. Ah, I lost the breath. All right, give me a second. Let the heart rate recover. Come on. Boom. 110 meters. And that will be lethal. Said I've even hit some crazy shots that should not have been lethal and were lethal. Mads was a witness. Thanks. Mads was a witness. We shot one the other day, and I hit it in the ear. Literally in the ear. And it fucking died. I hit him in the foot, in the lower leg, and they died. Using this thing. It's crazy. Let's see, yeah, we got hunt pressure. See that real light gray versus one shot with the rifle, one shot with the crossbow. There's a prime illustration of the difference in that hunting pressure. Okay, where'd the damn dog go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, and our lag's gone. Yeah, his lethal. Alright, so what we got here, 111.33 meters. And she ran... Well, that tracking distance is broken because she obviously ran. Did we get... No vital organs. Where did we hit? We were high. We're actually high at 111. But still, we did not catch spinal cord, spinal column, nothing, and it was fucking fatal. Now, did it give us gave us 58% a quick kill bonus. So that's not too bad for just a flesh wound. Yeah, bows rock. They do. They do. Like I said, I think the easiest way to get into archery is the crossbow. Is the crossbow because you have that scope. Once you figure out the dots, and you have the zoom, that's like kind of a nice transition from rifle to bow. And then would be the next step in skill required, I guess you would say, would be your compound bow. Because there you have a sight, but you don't have zoom. And then the most challenging or the most skill needed would be the traditional or the recurve bow where you have zero sight at all. And you literally old school it. You look at the arrow point and you have to manually raise up, you know, for the distance, and it's everything you have to judge just by eye. But they get quicker, you know, like you've seen me shooting this thing. It's a long time in between shots with that reload and shit. Where the compound bow is a lot quicker. It's a lot quicker when you first pull it out and pull it up to aim, and it is a lot quicker we're at 50 meters. It's a lot quicker to reload than the crossbow. So there's the advantage and disadvantage to both. The compound bow is more challenging, but it's faster. Where'd that little thing go? Oh, right up here? No? Seriously? I just lost this deer? Roe deer bashing is a good practice. Easy to call close, and there's everywhere in Colinas. Yeah. Yeah, if you have the calls to get them to come into you, yeah, it's wicked. All right, we're gonna collect up this one, and I think we're gonna wrap this one up. It's bedtime over here, and then you can also see, unless they fall on it, you can usually see right where your shots are because you can see the arrows sticking out. So that was in the shoulder, but it was a bit high. And I've actually had little smaller animals like this where I've seen the bolt, the arrowhead coming out the other side, where it's gone completely through the animal. So, yeah, it's almost 11:30 here, real time, so we're going to have to wrap up this episode. I'd like to say thanks to everybody for joining us. New viewers, old viewers. Mad, always very cool to hang out with you as usual. Shoot, very cool to get to chat with you. I think this is like the first real chat we've had. So that was very cool. I was glad we were able to, explain some little things and help you out a little bit. Hope to see you again. And as well, any other new viewers out there, man, feel free to join in the chat. Feel free to ask questions. We're not afraid to answer them, and we're not afraid to say if we don't know. But there's enough knowledge that comes into this room. There's definitely we can answer a lot of questions for you. Okay, have a good night, Pots. Take care, buddy. We'll see you probably tomorrow. And again, I am the Gray Hair Gamer, Gunner the Wonder Dog around here somewhere. If you did like the video, please give that follow. Go check out the YouTube. Give that thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button. We truly appreciate it. So until next time, Hunter, keep your crossbow loaded and keep your eyes peeled for those mythics, those legendaries, and one day you'll be finding that fabled one yourself. So until then, take care and good hunting. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.